Oi galera, tudo bem com vocês? Vamos dar continuidade aqui ao game do Alan Wake. Estou jogando o game aqui no Play 5. Vamos tentar entrar lá na sala iluminada. Mas antes de continuar, não esqueça de deixar aquele joinha para fortalecer o canal, se inscrever, quem não for inscrito, ativar o sininho das notificações e compartilhar o vídeo. Vamos lá? Vamos nessa! Dá pra entrar aqui? Não. Vamos examinar.
Take it, and I won't need to worry about the room anymore, because 6 and 33 and 118 need changing soon, and I don't want to climb up the ladder to change them because it's very late, and I'm tired. And if you take it, I won't have to do that anymore.
The page was autobiographical, a memory from my childhood. But I didn't write this. It was a page written by Thomas Zane. None of them were supposed to exist anymore.
Alan, 7 years old, would fight sleep to the bitter end. When he did sleep, he soon woke up, screaming, the nightmares fresh in his mind. One evening, his mother, sitting by his bed, offered him an old light switch. She called it the clicker, and flicking the switch would turn on a magical light that would drive the beast away. To imbue the talisman with all possible power, she added that it had been given to her by Alan's father. Alan never knew him, and anything of his took on mythical proportions in his mind. With the clicker firmly in his hand, Alan finally slept like a baby. Now, almost 30 years later, Alan thought of this as he stood on the rim of Cauldron Lake, the clicker in his hand. He took a deep breath and jumped.
My mind swirled. I'd given the clicker to Alice, yet it was here. Zane had written it into existence, in a story I had written. I can get to her now. I can finish this.
Fim do episódio 5.
Previously on Alan Wake, I wrote a horror story that has come true. Thomas Zane did the same in the 70s.
You will go no further.
If I continue like the Dark Presence wants me to, the story I'm writing won't save Alice. It's a horror story. No one will survive.
You knew Zane! Thomas Zane! You're the Lady of the Light in the song!
He left something behind to help me. The clicker.
Alan thought of this as he stood on the rim of Cauldron Lake, the clicker in his hand. He took a deep breath and jumped.
I can get to her now. I can finish this.
Episódio 6, Partida. Nova York, 2 anos atrás.
I had a hangover. My head was about to explode and the light hurt my eyes. I needed my sunglasses and painkillers to dull the pain. In one of my finer moments of self-deception, I swore to quit drinking. The sunglasses made the world look bearable. Now I could keep my eyes open without feeling like a vampire in the sun. I wasn't sure I'd make it out there without some painkillers. The pills worked fast. The prospect of being awake started to seem bearable again. There was a message waiting for me on the machine.
You have one new message.
Al! Are you still asleep? Wakey, wakey! You should have your show on your TiVo. If Alice wasn't too mad to record it. Yeah, she called me earlier and really chewed me out. Yeah, we went a little overboard last night. But parties are a part of this business. Al, look, I'm saying this as your friend. She's not doing your career any favors by trying to run your life like that, okay? I'll talk to you later, Al. Watch the show.
I'd been a guest on the talk show the previous night, talking about my latest book. The show was supposed to be waiting for me on our TiVo.
Tá, tem nenhum colecionável aqui, então vamos ligar a TV.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Harry Alex Show.
Thank you, everybody. We have a great show tonight. I've been talking with the best-selling author Alan Wake about his new book, The Sudden Stop. Yeah, good read. Go buy it. No, it is a good read. Look, I'm gonna be honest here.
Is that wise?
No, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I got people who give me the lowdown on books. I'm a busy guy. But this one, I actually read from cover to cover. I mean, I'm a big fan.
Wow, thanks.
Now, this might be a spoiler for those who haven't read the book yet. Based on the sales figures, the 2 people out there who haven't read the book yet. But this last book is all about the death of the main character, the hard-boiled New York detective, Alex Casey. Now, there's been a lot of outrage about this. Why the hell did you kill Casey? What the hell were you thinking, man?
Good riddance. No, seriously though, 7 years and 6 books is a long time. He was a gloomy guy to spend all your working hours with, and it was a good run. But it's time to explore new things. My next book will be a departure from the old for me.
You selfish bastard, always thinking of yourself. Well, you've certainly given us a lot of entertainment over the years. And now that you mention it, Casey was a gloomy guy. Never had much luck with his love life with the ladies. Was that autobiographical in any way?
Yeah, no kidding. Casey's lady friends tended to die on him. With Casey, it was all about his pain. No, nothing autobiographical about that. I'm a happily married man. My wife is my muse.
Well, congratulations. That's great to hear. So, how's the publicity tour been treating you?
Good, great. But I gotta say, I'm glad to be back home in New York.
Well, you've certainly been on the news a lot lately. Lots of parties and, you got into a fight with some paparazzi.
Oh, man. Well, that guy was really in my face. I lost my temper. I know that wasn't cool.
You are famous for that temper.
Well, I did also write several books.
Well, your latest novel is called The Sudden Stop, and it's in bookstores now. Go get it. That means the 2 of you out there who haven't bought it yet. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all we have for you tonight. I want to thank all our guests for the evening. Alan Wake, Sam Lake. Once more, do the face for Sam. And our musical guests, Poets of the Fall. Thank you.
At least I'd been funny. I told myself I could live with that.
You watch the show?
I didn't say anything stupid if that's what you want to know.
Okay, Grumpy. You want an announcement or something?
Are you going to start with me about drinking now?
You know what? Go back to sleep, Alan.
What? Now you can't even talk to me?
Well, this morning I was angry because you said you'd be home at midnight and you showed up at 7 a.m. and passed out in mid-sentence. Now I'm over it. Are you angry?
This goddamn tour. It's gotten out of hand.
Oh, honey. It's almost over, right? We can get back to normal, and you can start writing again.
I'm sorry, honey.
Alan, you're not thinking straight. Just take a shower and go back to bed, huh?
Yeah, you're right, honey. I'm sorry. Once this is over, let's go away together. A vacation. Just you and me. Some peace and quiet. Somehow, the clicker was the key to the cabin. I had to return to Cauldron Lake to save Alice. I'm going back to the lake to finish this. I'm going to write an ending to the story in the manuscript on my own terms, to make it all right.
Why can't you just write it here?
The last page is still in the typewriter. I need to read it first. Everything needs to be just right. Zane tried to cut some corners, and it didn't end well.
Okay, ready when you are.
I'm sorry, Sarah, but I need to do this alone. Barry, take her gun. Miss Weaver, close the door when I leave.
Good luck, Al.
See you later. When I got out, it was warm and sunny. I'd flicked the switch of the clicker. Had it done this? I didn't stop to question it. I had to take advantage of the sunlight to get to the lake. On Zane's page, I'd stood on the rim of Cauldron Lake, about to use the clicker. That's where I was headed. Alone, in daylight,
Opa.
surrounded by the beauty of the Pacific Northwest landscape. It was hard not to let doubt creep in one last time. I could still chalk everything up to a dream, a delusion. I had enough imagination to make up something like this, having been in the cabin all this time, trapped in a story inside my head, gone mad from grief over Alice's death like Hartman had claimed. There would be no way of knowing. I told myself it didn't really matter. My course was set.
Vá a Cauldron Lake. Deixa eu ver se aqui dá pra gente atirar nele. Não tem como a gente usar a arma ainda. Vamos dar uma olhadinha aqui, ver se tem algum coletável rápido. O cenário aqui tá bonito. Será que a gente vai entrar nesse túnel aqui? Ou vamos pra lá? Deixa eu vir pra cá só por curiosidade, se eu consigo passar isso aqui. Tá impedido. Depois de tantas cenas tensas, vamos curtir um pouquinho a estrada aqui. O passeio mais calmo, por enquanto. Tem como eu pegar alguma coisa aqui? Ah, tem como trocar de carro, hein? Pior que essas pausinhas estão sendo necessárias, né?
The darkness had touched me. There was a link between us, always would be. I could feel its presence again, getting closer.
Ok.
I will kill your wife.
Ótimo. Precisava mais de munição, hein? Tem um manuscrito aqui. Junto com o quê? Um pássaro, um corvo. A presença obscura quer deter Wake.
The dark presence was no longer trying to capture the writer so he could create the ending it wanted. The writer knew too much. He was too strong. And he carried a weapon left behind by Thomas Zane, something that could hurt it. Now, the darkness was doing everything in its power to simply stop the writer from ever reaching Cauldron Lake and the dark place it came from.
Ok, aqui não tem nada. Só uma estrada vazia, então vou aumentar dentro do carro. Não adianta eu parar ali, eu vou ter pouca munição. É, não compensa. Essa é uma barragem. Acho que dá pra gente subir ali e ver o que tem lá. Provavelmente vai ter munição. Alguns coletáveis, vamos ver. Oh, caramba. Desperdiçando munição aqui.
This had obviously been the room where Agent Nightingale had stayed when he hadn't been busy harassing me.
Could have fooled me, pal.
Based on the signature in the motel register, Agent Nightingale had stayed here, in room number 2.
Hotel Majestic, informações gerais. Tem alguma coisa aqui. Garrafinha de café. Olha aí, consegue sair por aqui. Tá. Fechado. E aqui. Fechado. Pra cá não tem mais nada pra gente olhar, então... Ou tem? Não. A gente sai por aqui. Aí ele pula, mais um desce. Vamos lá tocar o... Vamos tocar o barco. Vou pegar o carro aqui e seguir em frente. Vambora. Vamos ver se tem alguma coisa aqui. Não. Acho que agora é só prosseguir mesmo, não tem muito o que fazer. E eu acabei de ver 2 ali. Nossa, pegou o mesmo jeito aqui. Tá, vamos fazer o seguinte, vou pegar esse sinalizador aqui. Aqui tá indo pra isso aqui, ó. Nossa, passo pelos poltergeist que tá escrito ali. Não presta atenção na leitura. Não tenho o que fazer aqui. É só prosseguir. Nossa, mas... Caramba, mas eu vou tô levando muito ataque, não tem? A não ser que eu... A não ser que eu usar... Quer ver? Vou dar uma segurada aqui, ó. Tem como passar. Não adianta nada jogar o sinalizador ou aquele atordoamento. A não ser que eu pare agora e comece a usar a lanterna. Acho que só aqui eu já levei um monte de ataque. Não tem como ficar parado também. Eu vou tentar usar os sinalizadores. Vamos ver se ajuda. Nossa, mas assim não tem como. Ih, fase, tá difícil essa fase, hein? Tá, mas pra passar é aquilo ali mesmo. Tem que usar sinalizadores. E a arma eu vou usar isso aqui. Acho que se atirar naquele lá, acho que estouro ele.
What the hell?
Ah, mas é sacanagem, hein? Como que eu vou lutar com um cara desse? Pra passar é aquele mesmo esqueminha. Vamos correr o máximo que a gente conseguir. E a gente já usa. Ah, foi errado. Uma anta agora, uma anta.
What the hell?
Mas se eu tô com o sinalizador, não devia. E eu sei que eu tenho que ganhar daquele veículo lá, aquele trator.
What the hell?
Tem como, gente, passar por aqui? Não, tem como tem, né? Eu não tô conseguindo. Vou jogar uns dois aqui pra mim ver se consigo retardar melhor. Vou jogar isso aqui primeiro e andar um pouco. Acertei.
Nice to see you too.
Ok. Ah, a gente pode usar o veículo de novo. Tem nada aqui por perto pra gente poder pegar. Não, é só prosseguir. Caramba, essa fase aqui tá tensa, hein? Vamos lá. Tá. Vou fazer o seguinte aqui. Precisava de uma arma, hein? Eu não consigo passar pelo cantinho aqui. Ah, pera aí, tem... Aqui fica melhor. Ah... Opa! Chegaram mais aqui, hein? Caramba. Pessoal, o vídeo vai ficar muito longo, então vamos parar por aqui mesmo. A gente se vê no próximo vídeo. Obrigado por assistir e até mais. Tchau, tchau.